So people I think I've seen some blog posts and things that kind of put Birchbox in the category of this sort of emerging thing called subscription commerce, I guess, which maybe, I don't know who, diapers.com was sort of a prominent example. And now there's like ManPack and Shoe Dazzle and you guys, I think a bunch of others, probably 50 others trying to get funded now. I don't know. More than 50. So can you talk a little about? Do you think this do you see yourself as part of a trend, and why is this happening now?
Yeah, we see ourselves definitely as like part of a trend because I think it's obviously like attractive to have recurring revenue. I think that's definitely something that any sort of retail company would strive for. I think we attacked the kind of question of what we were trying to solve for in a really different way, that the answer was subscription. So it was different than saying like, how can we create an e-commerce business and turn it into subscription? We really felt like there was a pain point around discovery, but still billions of dollars being spent in this beauty industry. And how can we, take that and kind of make a market more efficient by saying brands are spending marketing dollars and customers are spending dollars to shop and connect to them in a better way. And we thought, well, paring down those options from the thousands into a really palatable for a month where you can get to know something, find out if you love it, and then make the investment. So that was like the answer was subscription. And that's just one piece of it, because that it's not just about what comes in the mail, it's also about what we create online to make what comes in the mail even more special and important to you.
So diapers.com would be different in the sense that the pain point they're solving is that it's convenience. It's convenience. It's annoying to have to go get the same thing.
So a lot of people at a high level are seeing, subscription, that's a trend. But I think there's a lot of different flavors of it.
So that's the convenience
there's pure
one.
replenishment, like diapers, Amazon, the subscribe and save. Then there's like the Shoe Dazzle.
They did soap after that, right? So that was
exactly.
They were very much in the. I don't think they were doing curation there. They were doing much more like replenishment.
That's sort of like e-commerce 1.0, the Amazon thing, like a database. You know what you want, search for it, buy it, and now they're just tacking on like have it arrive every month or every quarter.
My understanding of diapers is almost just like they basically the diapers would cover the shipping, and then they would make all their money on upselling you like, while you're getting that, why don't you get a rattle or something, or I don't know what.
Like, and they're all about fast delivery. But what we're promising our customer is a way to find what they didn't know they wanted.
So it's much more your focus is much more curation than
and delight,
discovery, the surprise factor. And then there's the other flavor, which is the Shoe Dazzles and the Beach Mints, which they are not selling other people's products. They develop the products themselves, and then they sort of wrap it in the idea of a subscription. So sign up for our mailing list. We will show you a selection of shoes or of jewelry that you could buy this month for a cheap price, stuff made in China.
Wait, so does but Shoe Dazzle, don't you do you actually get the shoes in the mail every month? Sorry, I don't know.
You have to opt into it.
You have to choose them.
I see. So every month you see which ones, and then you can choose which ones you want.
Exactly. Okay. After you've taken like a profile. So they guess which ones should go in your closet is the whole pitch. They know a little about you, so they're not showing you. It's the same idea of curation, for sure. Yeah. It's just a little bit different in terms of like the mechanics.
I see. And it seems like this would work for certain categories, but not for, I guess it works for things that you need replenishment and then things you need for curation, but.
For our model, it's a lot about the clutter and needing someone who can edit it for you. So where you can't choose yourself. You need someone to show you what the newest and best products are. So we are very flattered that people are applying the Birchbox business model to other categories, like food, for example.
They copied you.
But I think like there's similar characteristics of those industries, right? Like there's a lot of different healthy snacks. Which one should you buy? Someone who devotes their life to knowing what tastes good.
So there's probably a lot of different. I saw there's a coffee one. I forgot.
Coffee. There's a. What else is there?
There's like snacks and moms and to be
Birchbox for men, for kids.
There's Trunk Club too. I saw that.
Trunk Club is different.
That's a little different.
But I think it solves a similar pain point. So I mean, when we came up with the idea, we were like, okay, beauty, interesting because of this problem of discovery. But then our idea got big fast, and we were like, wow, could you do this for other things? And I think our initial reaction was like, yeah. So that's why we said we're not going to name this company like Makeup or Beauty Box. We're going to say, we want to learn about our customer and see what about this whole process is truly delightful, and what can we then promise to the brands that participate in this part of it.
And we've already tested non-beauty products. So we send lifestyle samples in many of our boxes, things like tea or chocolate or stationery, and we use the same feedback system that we have for the beauty products to see if our customers are trusting us in that arena, and the answer is yes, that they trust our editing and to bring it outside of just beauty.
I see. So the other thing people talk about with subscription model, obviously, is the unit economics can be very favorable if you $10 a month and they stick around for, I guess you might at this point know your lifetime customer value. Maybe it's too soon.
We're learning more and more. We just passed our year mark, so we got to see how many yearly customers resubscribed for a year, so that was exciting. And for us, we don't only have the subscription revenue stream, but we also have the e-commerce revenue stream. And $10 a month is great, especially given what we're seeing in terms of lifetime.
You think e-commerce is when you then upsell something?
Yeah, so like someone buying a $20 shampoo or $110 skin cream, that adds to the lifetime value, not to mention people love this and gift it. So we have a lot to work with in terms of
I think there's a myth out there that sort of like, for example, Netflix is the biggest affiliate marketer online and will pay pretty much anyone $30 to acquire a new customer, and the reason they can do that is because it's a subscription model. And I think there's sort of a myth, and sometimes in the tech world, that like that Netflix just is all sort of word of mouth, when in fact it's a great product, but
they're paying people to actually do that.
Like most of their subscribers are acquired, paid.
We talked to some of those bloggers. They have a pretty nice CPA.
No, they pay $30 basically for it. And so, I think that's the other appeal of why a lot of entrepreneurs are moving into this, I assume.
Yeah, I think that was definitely attractive, but it was one of the big questions that we had for the year was really what was that like churn going to look like? And it's been really exciting because of this just virality of the product, and that's something that kind of took us off guard. We didn't think immediately that we would find the product market fit right away, and that bloggers and vloggers were going to respond right away. So it's been kind of a year of just kind of growing much faster than we expected and dealing with it, and really trying to respond and plan now for what we can forecast a little bit better.